double stick pattern. We have our open position patterns, which we covered a little bit with the Bisudario 4. We also have our Bisudario 6, our cob, our penis to calf, the upward eights. All right, we have our 8 counts variation as well. Those are the main patterns that we work from that open position. Closed position is where we can be closed position on the right, closed position on the left, or a cross closed position. Heaven 6, there's many different styles, use different terms for this. I'm mainly coming from the Inosanto background, so I will use those terms. Heaven 6, I'm going to start from my perspective on the right side. When we're on the right side, the right stick is on top, the left stick is on bottom. When we're on the left side, we reverse that chamber position. Heaven 6 always alternates. It'll go right, left, right, left, right, left. So if you haven't done it before, follow along. You can also do this empty-handed as well. So starting here, these are all going to be angle 1 or angle 2 strikes. The first version is I'm going to freeze it out at impact. I strike angle 1. Now, as I bring that stick over to the other side, my other stick comes out. The left stick comes out and hits. And then as that left hand comes back, the right hand hits. Notice how they exchange. So again, I'm going to come back on this side so you can see the basic here. It goes inward, backhand strike, backhand strike. One more time, just from the right side. When you're on the right hand will go first. Right, left, right. Now we're going to repeat that from the left side. I'm going to chamber it here and practice a few just from that left closed chamber position just to get used to it. So it goes left, right, left. And then just bring it back over here for training purposes. So again, left inward, right backhand, left backhand. And one more time from that side. Inward, backhand, backhand. Now obviously we're not going to do one side, pause, and do the other. We're going to get this working both right and left. So back to the right side. So we go inward, backhand, backhand. As I start the inward with that left, that right stick's going to come back and chamber underneath. Inward, backhand, backhand. And again here, as this stick comes under, this one comes out, so we get that gunting or scissoring type motion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the strikes are high. You'll see later there's many different versions of what we call the 6 count or Sinawalli family, in many different ways, whether we hit high, low, low, or high, high, low, many variations. Heaven 6 is one of the basic ones that we start with. So again, I'm going inward, backhand, backhand, inward, backhand, backhand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or again, right, left, right, left, right, left. And again, I want a nice even rhythm. These are all working in coordination with one another. And even those that know the Heaven 6, I encourage you, go back and practice this in a slow manner. Freeze it at impact, freeze it at impact, freeze it at impact. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Or what we call it at school, we freeze it and we complete it. Freeze it. The thing is, as we're completing one, we're starting the other strike. So if you're used to just going fast with this, take it down to slow or very precise motions. If you don't have sticks, let's put the sticks down. We go with the hands here. So this hits right, left, right, left, right, left. And that could be coming in with a knife edge. This could be a backhand or hammer fist. That could be a hammer fist. And you'll see later, this can be done empty-handed. It can be done with a blade. It can be done with a lot of different items. Even if you were holding pens or pencils, you could work the same thing. So our first version I want you to work is just freezing at impact. I'm going to turn to the side. So again, you can see how I'm chambering. Once I go here, 1, 2, 3, when I strike this, I make sure I get this stick all the way back underneath. If it's hanging out here, we always recommend people get that chambered a little bit tighter. It'll pay dividends later. You don't want the stick staying out here, because when both hands are out here, they're in that striking zone. And if you kind of get lazy and leave them out there, an opponent could just strike down with one strike and hit both your hands and do damage. All right? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Heaven 6. We're freezing at impact, whether I go slow or I bring it up a little bit quicker. Now with Heaven 6, once we have done the freezing, then I want you to flow it out a little bit more. I'm not really stopping at impact, but I'm still emphasizing that same stick position. I'm not just extending the hand through and whipping it through. I want to be precise and still hit those angles. We talked before about training with single stick, striking with intention, going to a target. All right, when I'm looking right at the camera now and all those strikes are there. So I don't want one strike up here, another one here, another one over there. I want to put them all on the target. If I look around the room here, I'm looking at a heavy bag that's out of view. I'm putting all those strikes on a specific part of the heavy bag where there's a mark. Bop, bop. And that can be done any way. You can train this down here, and I'm going to look down low on the ground and train it in that fashion, being very precise where I put that. So we freeze the angles, all right, coordination, and then we're going to become a little more fluid with it as we go, but we're still emphasizing body coordination and arm coordination.